Hello, good morning. Linda Kattan here. Linda Kattan Coaching. Great to be with you again. It is Monday. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Goodness gracious. Yes, it is Monday the 14th. So I hope that you're having fun, that you're inspired by the day, and that it's going to be lovely for you. So happy Valentine's Day. So today I just wanted to come in and talk to you. You know, it's Monday, it's time to reset things. I want to talk to you about what you're declaring. What words are you using as it is tied to your story and how you tell your story to others? I know that there was a time when I was very stuck to my victim, very stuck and just constantly telling that same old victim story over and over and over again. And you know, I had dear, lovely friends who would listen to my woe is me stories. And you know what? I listened to their woe is me stories because that's all we did, right? We sit around and, you know, talk about our kids. And then later we would, you know, go into our pain stories, into our victim. And this is just a program. It's just how we're raised, most likely raised by victim. I know I was raised by, my mom was always in her victimhood. And, you know, what do we get out of telling that story? I want to ask you the question, what are you getting at? What's the benefit to you to keep on perpetuating that story? Now that I'm making you aware of it, maybe you haven't really been aware of it. It's like, yeah, now, Linda, now that you mention it, yeah, I have been telling this story for the past 20 years. Maybe it's been 30 years or 40 years, right? So we all have stories, we all have our wounds, and we all have that victim aspect inside of us. And I don't want you to feel, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, no, it's, we all have a victim. We all have this aspect. We have lots of different aspects to our personalities, but the victim is the one that comes out on a very regular basis as it's just like, it's 100% predictable. Something happens and, right. My mom used to, you know, call me up and yelling and upset. I had nothing to do with, you know, anything that was going on in her day, but she was just, you know, she would unload on me, her victimhood. And it was always coming in threes. I don't know where that counting problems came from. Something far back in her family line, I guess. And, you know, well, this is the second thing that's happened. And now here, she's waiting around for the third thing. But when she got to the third thing, it wasn't over and done with. It wasn't just 3 and done. It was, now we start all over again. It was just a vicious cycle. And she was always in this problem mode and trying to fix the problems. And, you know, if you've been with me at all or watched any of my YouTube or any of my group lives in Becoming Magnetic to Your Abundance, you know that my job as a coach is to get people out of victim and out of the fixing problem mode, because that is the broken structure that we were born into. All of society is broken into this broken structure. And I'm not going to go into structure here today because it's a pretty big topic, but the structure that you're in, if you're constantly having to fix things, right, you're just in problem solving mode until the next problem comes up. And it's a vicious cycle. You never get to the end of that. You'll start toward your goals and the problems will keep coming up, keep coming. They keep you from your goals. And a lot of that has to do with what you're declaring. What is your story? What are you putting out there? Are you saying, oh, you know, I suck at relationships, right? Valentine's Day. I always pick the wrong guy. I always pick the wrong woman. I get sucked in and then they take advantage of me and then they leave me. They always leave, right? I always pick the one that leaves. Abandonment is a very big issue. It's probably a childhood fear, something that came from a very deep wound from a very, very long time ago. And it gets triggered over and over again. And the victim keeps that alive. The victim's always looking for evidence. I told you. But it's time to stop that voice, because you have control. When you become aware of it, and awareness is step number 1, becoming aware of what's happening inside of your head. What are you saying? What is the story that you're telling over and over? Maybe it's a slightly different version, but is it the same old story time and time again, that something's happened to me? Oh, right. So again, what's the benefit that you're getting from that, from telling those stories? Probably getting some attention, probably getting some empathy from someone. So it becomes, we become like an addict. We become addicted to the story. The story's always coming out, and we're always getting this dopamine hit, right? Because we're getting some kind of, hit from people coming in saying, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, the people who are, feeling sorry for us and trying to help us and all of that, right? Because that is a secondary gain of, oh, they care about me. Somebody's showing me kindness and they're caring about me, but it's coming through this victim process. That's not a healthy process, not for you, not for your friends, but we're all in this vicious cycle together. So it's just time to become aware and stop it. So that's key. So stopping it. So, I'm really lousy at relationships. Great. How about I can get good at relationships, right? What are you putting into that, right? What kind of research or skill building or courses or, different things are you doing in order to become better at relationships? I mean, communication is a big one, right? We all have all different styles of communication. And I didn't know when I was going through my NLP coaching training years ago that it was stated one time as all these different, communication styles. I'm like, what? I had no idea that when you're speaking to someone, it could just be hitting a wall because it's just not their communication style. They're not getting it. Imagine that. Imagine if we could all come into a level field where the lines of communication were completely open and we were receiving the information, we're understanding how each other communicated, how much more easy life would be, right? So you can become good at relationships or picking the right guy, the right gal. What if you could just become good at it? Because you can certainly make that statement instead. Can you see the difference? You feel the difference in that energy and how that moves you forward? Or how about, what? I can become excellent at picking the right relationship. I can become excellent at being a wonderful partner. I become excellent at becoming a part of a very aligned relationship. So much different than declaring, I'm bad at relationships. I always pick the wrong one. Do you see the difference? Victim, and then open to possibilities for something so much more amazing. That's the difference. So watch your words, watch what you're declaring, and start reframing that. Start reframing that mind. Catch yourself when that victim's starting to come out. It's like, I don't want to tell that story anymore. What's a story you'd rather tell instead? Pick a different story. This is your creation. Don't let the victim's been on rote memory. The victim is just an automatic replay. It keeps replaying the same old story over and over and over again. Even you have to be getting tired of it now, right? Your whole lifelong story, same old. Time to take control. Rewrite your story. What would you like it to be instead? You can write a beautiful story for yourself because you have a beautiful life ahead. And that's up to you. You are the creator of your reality. You create your own story and watch it start to unfold. And if you need some help with that or anything else, I am here to help. Again, my name is Linda Kattan. You can private message me, direct message me, and I'll leave a link at the bottom. And hey, you know what? I've got a free webinar going on this Wednesday, 2:00 Pacific. If you'd like to join, I'll go ahead and leave the link down below to that too. Come on in and, rewire something. Let's get you shifted. Let's get you moving forward. Let's get you out of the wound and get you into a beautiful, beautiful creation. It's 1000% possible. I've done it. I have clients who have done it. It's truly amazing. It can be done and it can be fast. So come and experience a shift with me this Wednesday coming up. Wednesday, I should probably let you know what date that is in case you're watching this a month from now and it will be over. So that'll be February 16th at 2:00 Pacific. again, I'll go ahead and I'll put the link down below. So if you like these videos and what I'm teaching you, please go ahead and subscribe. Please go ahead and, make sure you get notifications. And yeah, so give me some likes over on Facebook. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Take care. Go be magnetic. Bye for now.